upload 4 times a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. I do mostly wig related content, but I do throw in a little awesome makeup finds because I like to find great things at great prices, and a little bit of eyeshadow tutorials. So I'm going to go over some things that I have scooped up lately at some awesome makeup find prices, and so we're gonna get started with that. This cutie is Free Trust Equals Kylie, so you should see a video up on her and even like an update video up on her. If you don't see them and you want to, put them down below. I do pre-film here, so sometimes I don't know when things are gonna go up, but I can always switch around the rotation if you request. But before we get started, if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so, and if you have, thanks so much. And let's just get started on the things that I scooped up. The most fun for me is eyeshadow palettes, so I'm going to grab up some eyeshadow palettes that I scooped up and share them. The first one that I got from TJ Maxx for $24.99 was the ABH Riviera palette. I have used this maybe once or twice, and that's what it looks like. I find the quality to be good. I am not disappointed, although I really just want the sultry palette. Like, that's the one that I missed that I really would like. It's got some very interesting colors. I really like this shade here called Cabana, which is like a mustard color. These are swatches of other things. Yeah, sort of that mustard baby poop color. I really like that. I really love this shade called Seaside. I really like those cool tone steel gray situations. Yeah, overall, I like this palette. I don't necessarily think that it's sort of a one and done palette. Like, I do feel like I always have to have sort of a companion, and I do just gravitate and grab, you know, some other ABH palettes for that. But for me personally, and the way that I like to wear makeup, for the most part, this isn't a standalone palette. I'm glad that I have it. It was a gift, I think. Yeah, it was a gift from my mom. I'm glad that I have it, but if I didn't, I wouldn't really be worried. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. Next up is another limited edition ABH palette. I haven't even opened this one yet. This is, I got from TJ Maxx for $19.99, which I'm not sure what the discrepancy is on the pricing, but whatever. And this was the ABH and Alyssa Edwards collaboration palette. And these are the shades in here. It does give me sort of a Riviera vibe. I think together they would be great palettes, companion palettes, because I'm really looking at this shade here called HOE, and also this shade here called Back Rolls, which are very cool tone colors in that sort of like taupey, poopy situation. So I think that that would be interesting. I haven't played with this one yet, so I can't speak to the quality, but I did scoop this one up. Another one that I scooped up is from Lorac, and I got this from Kohl's. I had some Kohl's cash, so I bought this. It's a palette that I've actually been wanting for quite a while, and I just haven't scooped up, and that was their Lorac Pro palette, the Lorac Pro 2. I have used this already. This is the outside packaging, and then these are the colors. Like I said, I'm just really into sort of a cool tone situation. That's like my love and goal right now. So I really love some of these like cool tone colors. I do like the versatility for just a quick, easy, everyday but beautiful look. I've been happy so far. I really love Lorac shadows. I think they're so underrated with regard to YouTube, because their quality is amazing, and I never have an issue with any Lorac palette, and I have a ton. So if you ever want to see a video on my Lorac eyeshadow collection, I can do that. But I scooped up this one. Next up, I scooped up another Lorac palette from Kohl's, because I did have that Kohl's cash. And this is the Lorac Unzipped Elegance. So this is a different formula from their Pro formula. I still enjoy this formula quite a bit. I have not... No, I have. I did use this one and really liked it. It's a very simple 5-pan palette. This is like, you know, hey, get up and go or travel and go. I did this all over the lid, this in my crease, and then have used, then I used this shimmer in the center, and it was great. I could totally see deepening up a little bit with this color and using this one on the lid. I just haven't done that yet, but I enjoy it. I love it, and I like that it's easy and simple and quick. The only one that is like, it's not technically an eyeshadow palette, it's a face and eye highlighter palette, and this is the Alchemist palette from Kat Von D. I scooped this up from TJ Maxx for $7.99. I actually bought this when it first came out, and then I returned it, and I'm not even sure why I returned it, but I did. and then now to get it for $7.99 is crazy. But these are the colors here. These are all just like holographic colors. You can use them on your eyes. You know, they're shifting sort of duochrome situations. I actually have something similar to this. I have the ABH, it's maybe the Moonchild glow kit. And that's fine. I just like this because it's small and it could really be a nice like inner corner situation, so I can keep it here on my vanity. And like $7.99, I was like, okay. Next up, I scooped up from Ross for $3.99, one of these Eco Tools Total Perfect Blender. I like these. I use them all the time. Here's one, it's pretty dirty. This was for a holiday, so it was just green. But I love these and I use them, so I grabbed one of these. Next up, I had scooped up two of the Juvia's Place concealers. This shade here is number 21. I have not used this yet, but I have been using this one. I got two, and this one is in the shade 19. I do enjoy this concealer. I use it a lot. I only really use concealer under my eyes. I do enjoy it. I think it works well. I actually didn't like it at first, but after I used it 2 or 3 more times, and I really grew to enjoy it. So just keep that in mind. You know, sometimes it could just be like the weather, the temperature. There could be a lot of different reasons. You know, if your skin's drier, more oily. I enjoy it now. I'm a die-hard Tarte Shape Tape wearer, and I would say that although it's not replacing my Shape Tape, I do enjoy using it, you know, to the point where I would use it over my Shape Tape sometimes. So that says a lot because there's not many concealers that I use above my Shape Tape. So there you go. Next, I scooped up another one of these Stila Shimmer and Glows. I got this from Marshall's for $7.99. It's in the shade Twig, which I already have, but I have it in like a deluxe sample size, and it was one of the ones that I got first, and I use it all the time, and I'm actually almost out of it. So I was so glad to be able to scoop up this. This is such a great shade just to quicken the crease, buff it out, maybe take the holographic, swipe a little bit on the lid, and you're done. I love this shade. Anytime I'm using these glitter shimmer and glows, I always use this color, so I scooped up that. Also from Stila, I scooped up another one of these shimmer and glows, and it's in the color Vivid Jade. I actually let my friend borrow this, so I don't have it, but it is this gorgeous green, emerald green color, and it's so pretty. So I got this at Marshall's for $7.99. Then from Marshall's, I also scooped up Stila's Sketch and Sculpt Brow Pencil in the shade Medium, and I got it for $4.99. I've used like a jillion of them. I have one right here. It's getting low. Anytime I see these, I scoop these up. I really loved the micro brow pencil from ABH, also one from LA Girl, but LA Girl one is $4.99 too. I really enjoy this, so anytime I see them, I scoop them up. I think it's a great pencil, so if you see these and you really do, you know, want something for your brows, this is a great product. I think I've been through like at least 8 of them already. And I scooped up, this was also, I might have scooped this up from Kohl's because I needed, like I had to use up a little bit more of the Kohl's cash and I didn't know what to get. So I did get the Epic ink liner from NYX. I really only use 1 liner or 2 liners. I am using this Rimmel one just to use it up. But for the most part, I like the Stila liquid liner, which I'm out of. And then I use this one, which is the NYX That's a Point liner. And I have used Kat Von D's tattoo liner, although I don't have any of those left. I have like a little deluxe sample of like a brown colored one, but I use black liquid liner in every single eye look, so I scooped this up because I knew I'd want it and need it soon. Also scooped up from Walmart 2 of these Rimmel Brow This Way pomade pencils, and they were just $2 each. This one is in the shade dark brown. The one that I've been using is in the shade medium. Okay, I really love these. The only thing about them is like, it's good for me because I have a lot to draw in, but they do need to be set down with a powder. But they glide on pretty well, and I do like the shade of it. So I do enjoy it. It's just because there's that sort of waxy part of it, it does need to be set, and I set it down with the powder. Right now I'm using the Pixie by Petra Book of Beauty, the Brow Know-How. You can see like this is well loved. and I just, you know, draw them in and then I set the powder on top. Last but not least, I scooped up this Real Techniques Blend and Blur eyeshadow brush. It's one of those sort of paddle brushes. I have their really large one that's meant for foundation. I think it's been sitting in like my dirty brushes and I avoid using it just because I felt like it holds a lot of product. The reason I wanted to use this is I have this one, and this is what I use for my inner corner all the time. You see that circle? It just gets right in. So this is the same situation. I thought that would be nice to get, and it was at Marshall's for just $3.99. I think this retailed for, I feel like it was $10 or more. So I scooped up that. Okay, those are my awesome makeup finds for this video. If you scooped up any of the things I scooped up, put them down below. Put your thoughts down below. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. If you have, thank you so much. I will see you in my next